Small town airlines have the role of utilizing general aviation aircraft that connect nothing over 10 passengers in between the large major airports and the small rural airports. Southern Airways has been taking that market in all different parts of the country. After Pueblo lost their agreement in St. Louis, they shut down operations completely. Back in March, I covered the primary Southern Airways workhorse, the Cessna 208 Grand Caravan, on a flight out there in the Midwest. What's going on, guys? Casey Flair here, and today I'm in Denver, Colorado to try their Pilatus PC12 from here down to Pueblo. Back in April, I covered Boutique Air on their semi-private PC12 down in Oregon. Now in Denver, we're going to try Southern Airways PC12 from here down to Pueblo and see how it compares. Or at least I was subbing from the PC12. I just got to Denver after my very cheap and comfortable $45 Frontier flight from St. Louis, only to find out that a Pilatus got swapped out to a Cessna. Hey, hi, how's it going? I'm checking for the Pueblo flight. I'm Raleigh.
Great. What's
yeah.
your last name?
Fisher, Fasher.
Oh, great, yeah. Can I start with your ID?
Of course, there you go.
Do you have any check bags with you? Or
Literally just this.
Well,
we're good.
Just put it on scale for me?
Yeah, of course. You know what's gonna be the PC12 going down there today?
I'm sorry?
You know if it's gonna be the PC12 going down? Oh, cool, okay.
Out there. These are the
Awesome.
pilots.
Awesome, cool, yeah.
Great airplane.
Awesome.
Fast, smooth.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First time on PC?
Second time. I flew on Boutique Airs back in April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been one of our planes.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Great up.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now. We hadn't gotten the new livery on it.
Yeah, I was flying the Tradewind one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came out here to fly it. I'm from St. Louis. So I flown on the Southern Air Cessna 208. And I noticed that the aircraft back up here from Pueblo is going to be a Cessna, so it got swapped, so I got kind of worried there.
Yeah.
So is it going to be the PC-12 coming back up here too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Same one?
Well, as long as we don't have any maintenance issues. So normally that's what
knock on
happens
wood.
is,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
if there's a maintenance issue where they're like, hey, we got to get this fixed, and if it's going to be something longer, sometimes they'll bring one of our other aircraft
Knock on
out,
wood, yeah.
And sometimes that ends up being the Cessna 208. But they can still fly.
Before I forget.
Thank you.
You're all set.
Yeah, sometimes that's what'll happen. Or
It's
it's
got to
just...
depart on time. So,
Oh, yeah.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
we're-
if
Cool.
you go anywhere, at least be back here by 10:25.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It goes quick.
I do this small town airline stuff all the time.
Okay, good.
I'm used to it. I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very turn and burn.
Were you in Oshkosh in 2019?
2019, 21, and 2023.
Yeah, I've been there 20 years in a row.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
This year?
Yeah, I was there.
What'd you think of it this year?
It was one of the best ones I've been to.
I know, yeah.
It was the amount of military flying.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
What they call the heritage flight formations.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. And like the MiG stuff, that was insane.
Yeah.
And like the Connie's like one of my favorite like vintages.
that
So
beautiful?
that was so nice, yeah.
And seeing the guppy there.
The Guppy was amazing, yeah. I love that.
It was great. and since I've
Really?
been there
I've watched the videos
from the first year I went, I've always camped in the same spot.
Okay.
We get all the same neighbors.
Like,
And,
that many
it's
coming
like
in.
old home week when we all get together.
Yeah.
All the range of
Because you haven't seen them for a year.
Yeah.
You know,
And
and
they're just that they get
great
that
time.
done.
Yeah, I was up there with my school this year to represent it. So, St. Louis University, Parks.
Perks?
Yeah.
My nephew went there.
Oh, really? Nice. When you graduate.
Oh, years ago. He's a FedEx guy.
Alright, we are all checked in for our Southern Air PC-12 flight. So yeah, you heard it here first from the crew themselves to confirm that there is no swap. We're staying on 4 and 6 Tango Whiskey the entire way, out and back. So yeah, we board in about 15-20 minutes to head down there. Get out, get on, start up, light out. Not entirely sure how much other people are going to be on this flight, judging by who's around me. I'm seeing like 4 or 5 other people out of probably, I don't know, maybe 6, so it's gonna be relatively full, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what these people are actually doing, because they have the Denver Air Connection flight out here as well on the Metroliner. When we did that out to Alliance, you can check that whole trip out. That one was rather interesting to the least. But anyway, yeah, what's also funny is that the PC-12 will be on today used to belong to Tradewind Aviation, registered as November 416 Tango Whiskey. And it hasn't been painted in the new Southern Airways livery yet, so it's going to be a kind of cool silver and black livery that will be on. So it's going to be kind of like we're flying private, but not really, since we'll be on an airline ticket, and it's bookable, and it's going to be operated by an airline, operated by Southern Air, and it's going to be like a private livery. But anyway, yeah, the Boutique Air one back in Portland was kind of the same deal. But yeah, we're going to board here in about 10-15 minutes, and we'll get straight to it. And before I knew it, the gate agent called me up, and it was time to board. Okay, yeah. Alright. Is it just me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is this Wes? Is this
Boarding pass?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Leave it for him.
I'll bring it to them.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Just follow me.
Alrighty. And only moments after stepping outside was on the ramp, the friendly PR treatment was starting to kick in.
Oh my gosh.
I did.
Seriously? Thank you.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. About
Good.
yourself?
I'm okay.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Grab any seat you like.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I'd recommend the front if you like.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, here.
Yeah. What's the flight time down to Pueblo today?
Should be about 50 minutes. There's a long line to 8. I don't know what
I
25
saw
is
that,
doing,
yeah.
so it may be a little bit longer, just depending on routing.
Okay.
But normally we can get you down there in about 45 minutes to an hour.
Awesome, yeah. Cool. What's your favorite part about flying the PC12?
Well, it's fast. It can land anywhere I need it to.
Oh, yeah.
Pressurized, so we can get above some of the weather. Still a turboprop, so it has its limitations, but it's also a lot more personal because you don't have 100 passengers on board.
Yeah, it's very versatile as well. Like a lot of private companies use it too, but then we're using it to transport, multiple people, used by an airline.
Well, it's also used in a lot of humanitarian areas. They can land, dirt roads, things like that. It's used heavily in Africa.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I mean, it's a good solid airplane.
Yeah. Have you done any long hauls with it? Like reposition flights?
Oh, reposition flights?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we have inspections and stuff like that are due on our aircraft. So we'll reposition these to our maintenance facilities and bring other aircraft out. So
David, I'm going to go and close the door so I can call it your departure.
10:30.
Yep.
All right. Have you gotten clearance yet?
We're getting ready to.
Pretty soon we're getting our IFR clearance down to Pueblo, starting up our engine and getting our taxi clearance to runway 25.
Runway 341, Denver clearance, clear to Pueblo Airport. Denver 2 departure, left, correction radar vectors, left seat on that file. Climb maintain 9,000. Expect 13,000, 1 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.45. Clock 5126.
All right, clear to Pueblo via Denver 2 radar vectors. Left seat in is filed 9,000. Expect 13,000, 10 minutes after. Departure frequency 128.45. Squawking 5126. Friendly 341.
Runway 341, read that correct.
All right, welcome aboard the Southern Airways Pilatus PC12, formerly operated by Tradewind. Yeah, we boarded. We watched the crew get the clearance, and now we're taxiing out to runway, I think, 26 out of here. We got the entire aircraft to ourselves. How cool is this? 8-seat Pilatus, and just taking up one. So yeah, I'm gonna ask what they do if no one books on this, because obviously today I'm the only one. At that point, it's just like a position flight, right? Yeah, pretty interesting. But yeah, I got my own private jet here, my own private Pilatus PC12 taking me down to Pueblo. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting seeing how this goes. We got the whole plane to ourselves, and we're getting the full PR experience today. Alright, we are airborne out of Denver on the PC-12. pretty bumpy departure, but as of now, just heading south, kind of following parallel to the Rockies down to Pueblo. Getting this front row seat of the office of what they do. The autopilot's on right now, on LNAV and altitude, chilling at 11,000 feet right now. They said they're going to go higher, up to 14,000, but we'll see, depending on how the ride is up there. But yeah, about 45 more minutes until we get down in Pueblo. And I don't know what it's going to be like on the way back up to Denver. There's probably going to be people, just because you're going to the big major airport and like the gate agent kind of stand on the ground. It's just this one flight a day to Pueblo and back. So yeah, I imagine there's going to be more than just me on the flight back up here, up to Denver. So anyway, yeah, comfortably seats 8 people, comfortably-ish. The legroom probably isn't nothing to write home about, especially if you're tall, unlike me. But yeah, anyway, I saw that you did have some sort of seat back literature in the seats in rows 2 through 4 back there. So you have something to read during these flights, because they send this thing up to Calderon, how do you say it, Calderon, Wyoming as well. But this is the shortest flight, the shortest of the 2 flights out of Denver down to Pueblo, about 15 minutes. So we're also going to see Colorado Springs out here soon on the right hand side of the aircraft. So yeah, the crew are just chilling up there, watching the instruments, watching the autopilot do the work, checking the ATC when needed. But yeah, a quick tour of the cabin-ish, kinda. Which here is kind of what you get. You get the window shades with each window. You got seats, pretty basic, with seat belts and armrests. And you got the cup holder here with every seat. So you got my Wawa right there. So yeah, no service, obviously. No Wi-Fi. But they didn't say anything about not having airplane mode on. So technically, if you wanted to, you could use cellular data if you had enough reception to the ground. You can't technically call that Wi-Fi. But yeah, no fancy service, no fancy beautiful flight attendant on here to serve us. Just being the 2 crew, 3 of us, 2 musketeers heading down to Pueblo. We're just chugging along here just to be in Colorado Springs right now. We got about 45 miles left until we get to Pueblo. So that's going to translate to about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. So yeah, we're almost there. We are over halfway there at this point. Too bad it can be a longer flight. I have my own private PC12 flight. Just done with a Pueblo, about 15 minutes. But yeah, again, we'll see what we get for pax numbers on our way back to Denver. Getting absolutely blown right now. We're cruising at 10,000 feet, and the autopilot's trying desperately to get us smooth, get us level, to fight the gusts, fight the winds up here. But yeah, getting thrown around pretty aggressively. The fun thing about being in such a small plane like this, it's even funner in the Diamond when we train in that. But yeah, this is definitely not the Frontier Airbus A320 I just got off of. Very, very tiny, 8-seat, 3-passenger Pilatus PC12. That 15 minutes turned into 3 minutes, and before I knew it, we were turning final to fly the ILS on this beautiful clear day. We're turning final right now. The PIC just looked back at me and said, hey, there's a F-18 doing pound right now, so want to look out for that. We made our way to the parking, and right as I was ready to deplane, we saw that hornet that cut us off in the pattern.
So you're gonna check back in and then fly?
Correct.
So, one thing I'll do real quick is, because it's the 30 minutes or whatever before the...
Yeah.
So I just go straight to this guy on the left.
Okay.
Check in with him.
Okay.
Let him know Alex said it's all good.
Okay. We are down in Pueblo. Just a quick 30-minute turnaround for us. It does look like we have more than just me back to Denver. There looks to be at least 4 other passengers going back up. So again, not a full flight, but again, not a totally empty flight either. But yeah, very beautiful little, I don't know, Hispanic New Mexico. Very, very southwest style architecture terminal you got here for southern Colorado. I was born in New Mexico, so this is a bit close to home. So this is very, very cool. Because Pueblo is kind of like the midway point between Colorado and New Mexico, or like Denver and Albuquerque, if you want to call it that. Kind of, sort of, not really. But yeah, I gotta go check back in, clear TSA, because since I just walked through that door, I'm now ground side. So yeah, they also mentioned that they have a aviation, air and space museum here, just across the way. So I kind of wish that I came on a day where they do 2 flights down to here. So I can come in on one and then stay for a few hours, visit it, and then go back up a few hours later, instead of this very, very quick 30-minute turnaround. But yeah, let's go check ourselves in at clear TSA and get back on the same plane, same crew, do it all again.
Your bag on the...
Yeah.
Your final destination today is Denver?
That's correct.
Understood, sir. Your boarding pass, sir, your ID, sir, and this goes on your bag.
Good thing, thank you.
Pardon me?
ID.
Please.
It appeared there was something wrong with my ID and they're suspicious. I was afraid this is going to be the Alliance incident all over again. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you're good.
We're good? Okay,
There you go.
perfect.
I appreciate you.
It's okay. No, thank you. Glad we got it figured out. Eventually, though, I did clear and it was all good. Alright, long story short, we are cleared TSA. It's suspicious of my ID. By the writing was off on it, I'm not entirely sure, but they took a closer look, more microscopic look at it. Long story short, it was just 30, so that took a whole 5-10 minutes. Then that, followed by me setting off the metal detector, and I had to do random screening. So 10-15 minutes later, TSA were here. But yeah, kind of similar thing happened in Alliance when I covered the Denver Air Connection Metro liner a couple years ago. I actually didn't have my ID, so in that small town, in that small airport FBO, with the officers there, I had to do a whole background check in his office, so that was kind of fun. Not. But yeah, that's behind us. That was fun. Look back at it and laugh. Out of the adventure. And that's what I said back there. But yeah, we're here. The crew is almost ready to board us. We're just waiting on some other packs actually back there to finish coming through TSA. It wasn't long until they were ready to board us back on the same PC12 after that speedy 30-minute turnaround to get us back up to Denver. Hey, bye. Good seeing ya.
I'm going to have you sit third row on the far side over there for me, please. And you're going to be in the third row on this closer side.
Can I sign cancel by my husband?
Is he one
It's fine.
Mustang jacket?
Yeah.
If you want to switch seats and get near him, that's fine. Or if you want to have him move up, because he's in the last row, I think. And then if you'd like the same spot, you can.
Okay. That.
Or if you want to sit somewhere else.
Yeah, no, I'll take it. I'll take it. Nice front seat.
3, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 14, dew point.
The first officer did the safety briefing, lit up the engine, and we're taxiing at rotate speeds for only 2.6 left to make our way out. pretty bumpy on our way up to 13,000 feet, climbing out of Pueblo, passing 1,600 right now. Our nav's taking us direct to the Adain waypoint with about 12 miles to go. We have, how much longer do we have left? 77 miles to Denver and about 27 minutes. Totally just didn't look at the cockpit there. But yeah, the flight back up north isn't as scenic as it was coming down here, because we have the Rocky Mountains over on that side and we just have the Great Plains over on this side. But I mean, hey, we got the best of both worlds with the same seat and a different view coming back up in different directions. But yeah, with that said, with about 26 minutes left, I'm going to go ahead and go to the Raleigh rating scale, which is how I rate all the flights at the end of my airline reviews. Jumping right in with the service gets a 10 out of 10. Everyone was very friendly, living up to their call sign. And that's why I absolutely love taking these Smartphone airlines. It was amazing being able to chat with the flight crew and them giving me the full PR experience with the leg down. The lack of food and drink was expected and not even necessary. For the flight duration of around an hour, you can easily buy something from the many vendors in the C concourse. The cleanliness was a 10 out of 10. This 22-year-old airframe is definitely a workhorse and the cabin looked absolutely beautiful for it. I didn't even have a problem with the window cleanliness. The Wi-Fi was a 7 out of 10. There was no streaming network available, so we're going to be disconnected. As I mentioned, you could always use reception off the towers on the ground since we were low enough, but it was going to be a hit or miss. The food was a 0 out of 10. The food is left to whatever you buy before the flight to eat. The entertainment gets an easy 10 out of 10. There was no fancy backseat photo IFE or internet that was expected on the flight, given that this is at the end of the day a commercial flight operated by a Smartphone airline. It's just using an airframe that is widely popular for private and charter use. As an avgeek, being able to see so clearly in the cockpit was the entire show from that. From a cockpit view of everything, being able to monitor all the GPS flight information available, as well as being able to watch the two pilots program the route ahead of time so as his packs know what to expect. The seat was a 7 out of 10. It was a very comfortable seat overall. The legroom wasn't pretty in my bulkhead seat, but it didn't look great going back either. This PC12's configuration is a lot more airliner-like. The only difference with this PC12 and the semi-private PC12 with boutique air was the first row facing backwards with the fold-out table, allowing them to give a little bit more legroom in the first row. They both had a capacity of 8 and a similar comfort level. I highly recommend checking out my review on them for better context. There's also no USB on either, but for the flight length, that's not really necessary, so the overall rating for this flight is going to be a 7.3 out of 10. And just like that, after the door opened, the same gate agent that took me out was there to escort us back in. It was fun, thank you! Alright, and that's going to be for today on our flights on the Southern Air PC12. Final thoughts comparing to Boutique Air? Well, it's more or less the same. The only difference is with Boutique Air, you just got that FBO and no TSA, but you just get the normal airliner experience as you get with Southern Air. And the cabin-wise, they're pretty much the same thing. They both seat 8 people. Just on Boutique Air, you just have slightly more legroom up front just because the seat configuration has the front seat facing backward. But other than that, that's about it. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I did on this trip, and hope to see you guys on my next adventure. Bye for now. Yeah, I do all sorts of like fun airline reviews. Yeah.
KC Flyers.
Yeah, KSEA and then Flyer. The Chenlard is just like an E145 with AHA on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Alright,
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so I checked in, told them I didn't have any liquids to get through TSA, but just realized, gotta check this. Looks like there wasn't the front of Pueblo today, so we could have checked out the Air and Space Museum. Oh well, what are we gonna do? We're back in time for lunch.